A drifting SpaceX rocket is on an unintentional collision course with the moon. The rocket's upper stage is expected to slam into the moon's surface this coming Wednesday. The impact is expected to make a crater, resulting in plumes of space dust that sky gazers will be able to observe from Earth. Rebecca Allen is an astronomer from Swinburne University. She joins us now from Melbourne. Rebecca, thanks for joining us. Now, this sounds highly unusual. How could something like this actually happen?
Well, this is a leftover part of what's called the upper stage of the Falcon 9 rocket that back in 2025, so really just about a year and a half ago, sent the Blue Ghost lander to the moon, which was a highly successful mission. But what happened, that upper stage rocket is really important because it nudges that mission safely out of Earth's orbit on its way to the moon. But it seemed like that upper stage didn't quite have enough fuel to be able to get itself out of the way. So now it's been drifting on a course, and we're going to see it hit the moon, like you said, in just a few days.
So what will happen when it does hit the moon?
Well, we say it's, drifting through space, but it's actually traveling at close to 9,000 kilometers an hour. So it will smash into the western side of the moon. It's not just going to hit it, it's going to smash into the western side of the moon, creating a plume of dust and debris that will go up tens of kilometers above the lunar surface.
So when is this actually expected to happen, and can we observe this from Earth?
Now, the whole process will be over in just a matter of a few minutes, but we will be able to view this from Earth, just not from Australia, because it'll still be daytime for us. It'll only be about 4:30 in the afternoon. So it'll be more those kind of nighttime regions that are going to be able to see it, but it will be a very bright flash that will happen for just a couple seconds, but then the plume will go up, and that will give us an excellent chance to study the composition of what's been thrown up into the air, but to then also understand when occurrences like this happen. It's very different from when an asteroid strikes the surface, and what would even happen if we had astronauts who had been there.
Is this the first rocket or man-made ship to actually crash into the moon?
It's not. So back in 2022, there was a piece of a Chinese rocket that we believe hit the far side of the moon. But again, being able to observe that and have open access to the results of that impact and studying it was not something that was kind of globally open and known about. So this actually does give us a really good chance to kind of in detail study what this type of event would happen. And then to be able to really understand too, again, like we said, for future space debris mitigation, how could we keep these upper stages from drifting like that and understand that for the future missions to the moon, because we're going to be seeing so many of them over the next several years.
Is this impact something we should be concerned about, or is the concern more, like you've just mentioned there, around space junk just continuously piling up around the orbit of Earth?
Well, look, the moon is something that's fascinated us. It's deeply rooted to indigenous, sky country and storytelling. And so we want to respect the fact that this is not just something for us to go and explore, as amazing as that is. And so I think it's actually a big focus for global space regulation, as well as understanding Australia's growing role in space exploration and how we continue to be responsible while pushing the boundaries and enabling, new economic opportunities and innovation and inspiration. But we've got to be doing it in the right way. So this is a huge topic of conversation now for us globally.
Okay, Rebecca Allen, astronomer from Swinburne University. Thanks for joining us today.
Of course.